Let's start. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my podcast. Every Friday I'm posting lately. I posted last week, and now I'm posting this week, and I've decided to do an episode every week just to be able to keep on track, but plus be able to keep myself accountable for doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah. If you see me moving around or hear me moving around, it's because I'm trying to fix my camera. We're gonna talk a lot about things tonight. It is Thursday, and it has been hot out for the last couple weeks. Really hot out. So yeah, like that's kind of like the whole ideal, I guess. But before I start, please hit that subscribe button and notification button. And today's episode is going to be about so many things. Like, I'm all over the place these days, but I have my water. Been drinking a lot of water lately. I have cut down on how much coffee I'm taking in. Just because I'm trying to get my sleeping back under control so I can be up all day. The other thing is that I am still reading Closer Together from Sophie Gruen-Trudel. She is the ex-wife to Justin Trudeau. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I have been reading her book. I've had her book now for I think a year. It's been out for a year. So yeah, I like it. It's good. It's all about mental health. It's all about how we can develop. There's some things in there that I will be reading on the next podcast episode that will be next Friday, because I'm listening to it on audio. I tried to read it. I got really into it by reading it myself, and that's the one thing I'm trying to do. See, what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to get into reading again because I have tons of books, and I'm going to be actually doing a video on my book channel. And my book channel is going to be I'm going to be working on my book channel again, and I haven't worked on my book channel for a while. I used to post shorts on my book channel because I just couldn't get the mobility or the motivation to do any of this stuff. The other thing is that I have almost 1,500 subscribers, which I'm very honored. I'm very happy about. I have been advertising my channel for a while now, and I have been getting a lot of subscribers, but I still need the views to be able to be monetized, which is fine. I'm not expecting to be monetized anytime soon, but I'm happy I'm getting subscribers and people watching my videos. So yeah, I'm very grateful. I've been doing this for 6 years, YouTube. I just didn't know I know you never used to be able to, You never used to be able to promote it on YouTube or any of that stuff. Now it's on AdSense, and I have to pay AdSense to promote it, and it's doing good. I got a budget of $75 for each, for the whole thing. So every time I pay it, it just keeps rolling. So that's what I'm doing. But the other thing is that I'm trying to get my finances under control because of the fact that, I'm in debt. I am in debt, and I am so frustrated over it. I have cell phones, I have cable bill, I have hydro and everything, and I'm trying to figure it out. My son turns 18 next month, which really sad because he is going to be 18 years old, and it's like going, yeah, my son's going to be 18. And he's excited about it and everything like that. I'm really proud of him because he graduated from high school, and he pretty much is going back in September to upgrade his 2 Englishes so that he can go into Police Foundation next year, which is really nice. With everything that he has been through and everything like that, I am so proud of him that he's overcome it, like I said in my past podcasts. I'm very proud of him, and I'm very much impressed on how he has grown as a person, but at the same time has grown, into a person that, his attitude stinks, which every child attitude stinks when they become that age. It's, we got to deal with it. But with everything that he has been through, with moving in with my parents to, our lives were uprooted in 2019 when we had to move in with my parents because, we had to move out of that house that we've been living in for so long, where I started YouTube. Originally was in Stratford, at my parents' old house on Dufferin Street. but we lost the house. Steven sold it. So yeah, like that really took a toll on our mental health. Really took a toll on the kids because they had friends where they were and they were able to play with their friends and they were in town, but now we're in town, so it's kind of nice and awesome. The other thing is that I've been doing a lot of thinking about a lot of things. About I've been applying for jobs and everything for legal, and I get the emails where I'm sorry, we can't. Keep an eye out for more jobs. There might be one that comes up that's suitable for you, and things like that. Because I don't have any experience in legal administration assistant into the office stuff, I'm having a hard time getting an interview. And because I went through probably a private college that's not recognized by the Ontario colleges, more than likely I would have to go back to a school that recognizes it as a college. I'm not too sure. And as the biggest struggle with these private colleges, like all of them, like they don't understand is that if you don't do, let's say, a 2-week practical, because I didn't do a practical with my legal, and I should have automatically been doing a practical. I sent all the information in and I didn't do it. And automatically you should have been doing it. And I was told when I first signed up for that course, like the legal administration assistant, I was told that I was going to be doing a practical at the end, and I never did. They said it didn't come along with the courses, but I got credits for it, but it didn't come with the course. So they didn't want to help, and I did it online. So it was like, yeah, you're on your own type of thing. So I've been applying on jobs on LinkedIn, all over these websites, and I've been applying on their websites, giving my resume, cover letter, trying my best to be up and in front and honest with them. And yeah, it's not going my way for some reason. I'm not getting an interview. I'm doing a cleaning video with cleaning with me for my my bedroom right now, because it needs to be cleaned. And I did my I just hanged up all my clothes, and the sound on my video sucked because I had my mic thing on it and it died as I was talking, right? And I should have taken it off and just said screw it, but I didn't, because I thought it was still going and everything like that. So it's like, okay. But the other thing is that I had a call from my ex. Unfortunately, I took the call, not from my ex, but from his mother. And I was told that he is back in jail and that he wants to go back to his mom's. Now, please comment down below how you feel about this. He has torn up her apartment. He has beaten up his aunt's car. He is being charged. He really needs a lot of help. He's an alcoholic. He's a drug addict. And whenever he goes back into jail, he gets cleaned up and everything. But then when it comes to 2 months or 3 months, he blows. And I mean, he blows up. And I have seen what he's capable of doing. And I even told her on the phone, like, if you guys want to make a comment down below, you can. I don't agree with it. And I told her that. I said, you know what? You can't let him come back. You can possibly be kicked out of your place because of the way he is. He's already smashed up our apartment, where he's punched holes, broke TVs, broke glass, and everything like that. And he did that in 21 or 22. No, that was in 2021. He did that in 2021, the summer of August. And my daughter witnessed it. And I feel bad because of it. And, I just keep going over in my head, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to walk away from her? Because if she allows him to come back, I won't be able to talk to her, and I won't be able to communicate with her because of it. I do post on YouTube, and she is subscribed to my channel, but I might get her to unsubscribe so that he doesn't see any of my videos that comes on YouTube. He might search them, but that's pretty much it. He used to make, like I was talking about this in so many different podcasts, he's made nasty comments on my YouTube channel when I had low numbers like 230 to 272. And he's not a nice guy when it comes to not getting his way. And that really took a toll on me. It really took a toll on me, because it's like I'm trying to do something with my life. I'm trying to improve my life. Excuse me, sorry. And It's like you're trying to please somebody and you're trying to be there for them and you're trying to say, hey, you know what? I love you, but my family didn't like him. And at the end of when I just said, screw it, I don't want to be with him anymore, was last year in 2024, is when the final straw is when he snapped and he beat up his aunt's car. And I just said I had enough. I'm not going to have anything to do with him. And I told his mom that, and I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't want him near me. I'm all the way where I am now, and I'm happy. I'm content, and my kids are happy, and we're all happy. You know what I mean? Like, so when it comes down to it all, like, what do I do? Like, if he calls me, I'm not going to take the phone call. If he tries to call me on Facebook I'm just going to block him and delete him. Like, that is what I'm going to do, because I'm trying to move on with my life and better myself and better my life with my kids so that we can live our lives in peace and everything. The other thing is that my mom is coming down on the weekend of the 18th, so there will not be a podcast for that whole week. That Friday, it's not this weekend, that's the week that's coming up, it's the week after. My mom is coming down. I get to see her. She's coming up here to see me and my sister and my brother who lives here, and so I'll be busy with her, and I won't be putting any videos up. I might put shorts up, but I won't be putting any videos or podcasts up. I'd be doing it the weekend after. Maybe you might get a surprise after she leaves, and I'll do a podcast and talk about my visit with my mom. The other thing is that I just been I'm back on my medication again, like I keep saying. The medication has been helping me, get motivated to do things. It takes a week to, after you go off your meds for a while, it takes a week for you to be able to get back to normal. And I'm trying to get back to normal. I have done my load of wash. I'm keeping a habit tracker. I'm doing a budget, and everything like that, just to help me be organized more, because I want to be organized. So if I get a job in an office, I know how to be organized. I've been barely on my computer doing things, but I know that I have to. The other thing is I want to start a small business, and the small business, I've talked to you guys about this before, is the budgeting one. I still want to do that, but I want to do a candle business, because I've made candles in the past, and if I keep myself busy, because of my ADHD, if I keep myself busy and keep my mind going and everything like that, I feel like I'll get farther in life. So I will be starting that soon. I just have to get the molds and everything to make the candle holders and everything, because I want to home make them with plaster. So we're going to see how that goes. And then I'm going to sell them with the you know what I mean? I've been watching a lot of videos on it, so it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be like so cool. I am talking on my phone plus my computer, my camera too. So if I'm not looking at my camera, I'm sorry for the video on YouTube. But if I'm looking at my so the other thing is that I have been I really haven't been in the mood to do anything. I've been in the mood just to sit around, lay down, relax. But I know I need to get up and start doing Pilates and doing what I'm saying I'm doing. Like, I got to take accountability for what I'm doing. I am on, I can't show you because I'm on my phone again, doing this. And I want to be able to get up in the morning at say 6 o'clock in the morning, come down and do a yoga workout and a Pilates workout. Maybe a Pilates workout in the morning and then yoga at night. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't figured it out. And that is the one thing I want to do, is start doing, is that, because I feel like if I get motivated, if I do that kind of stuff, then it will help me stay awake, and it will help me be awake all day. Like, I've been up since probably about 3 o'clock, like since 6 o'clock this morning, because I had to take my thyroid pill, and then I had to take, all my other pills and everything at 9. But I feel like, if I stay up, then that means that I will be able to sleep at night. And my son watches TV down here all the time at night, and he was up all night, so he's in bed, sleeping right now, which I hope he stays asleep until I'm done this. But it's like, it's a catch-23. I feel like if I don't stay up all day, if I don't sleep all night and I stay up all day, I'll be able to sleep the next day. And I have to start trying to flip myself so that I can get on a sleeping schedule and get on a schedule where I'm getting up in the morning, to doing some Pilates or yoga, maybe do a yoga and everything. I want to learn how to do that. I have weights coming back, like I said, to be able to do workouts and everything like that. I've been trying to I've been trying to do more things to keep myself awake, to keep myself more alert. And I think that the other thing is that I want to learn a new language. I want to learn how to speak French because I live in Canada and I live in Ottawa, the capital. And it's bilingual here, so half French, half English. And if you go over to Montreal, it's bilingual. And if you go to Quebec, it's full-blown French. And I don't know how to speak French. And I never got the opportunity in high school to learn it. I don't know if anybody else out there didn't have the opportunity to learn it because I didn't. My kids did, but I didn't. And I want to learn how to speak it because I want to be able to have a conversation with somebody and in French and be able to, speak their language. So I'm learning it. I'm even learning sign language. I used to be, when I was a younger kid, I think I was like 3 or 2. If I couldn't talk, I would communicate in sign language. So LOVEYOU. So I know how to spell love you. And I've been learning some other stuff, and everything like that. And it's kind of neat because learning sign language is the biggest thing because if you can't communicate with somebody when you're younger, you need a way to communicate, right? So my way of communicating with my parents and everything was through sign language, and I used to do it all the time when I was younger. I used to be really good at it, and now I'm not because I just stopped doing it growing up over time, and that's the thing. I stopped doing things over time, and then you don't realize what you're doing, right? And I want to start learning that again. And so I have it on my phone, my iPhone here. And I have it, and I'm going to be doing it. And I haven't been doing it lately, but I do have a program on my phone that's going to teach me how to speak French. And I've been working at that. Femme, I think, means women. Gasson means cat. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I got a speech problem. So that's the one thing. But if I concentrate and I work on it, and if I, show my journey of learning how to speak a different language, it's going to be fun, because then people out there could say, she's doing this. She's learning a different language. I would love to learn other languages like Spanish and everything like that because of, I don't think we have a lot of Latinos here, but I know they're in the States. So it would be nice if I go over to the States, if I ever do. I don't think I'm going to because of what's going on in the States right now. But that's all I'm going to say. My prayers and thoughts are with everybody that are going through hell, especially what happened in Texas. Texas had a flood, and it's killed 106 people. And my prayers and thoughts are with the families right now. And I hope that everybody gets found and that they get home safely and sound. And I am so sorry that happened to you. I don't even know how it feels to lose people to flooding. I've always lived in a safe area, so I am so sorry. But your allies are here for you and you're going to be okay. You're going to have a lot of help, I hope. I know you have Mexico helping you right now, so which is a good thing. But anybody in Texas, I am so sorry for what happened. And my prayers and thoughts are with you and with the families. So, yeah, it's difficult, But I think the one thing that, the one thing you can take back, one thing you can do is when you look into the past, let's talk about that. I look into the past. I always think about the past, what could have I done? What could have I done differently? What could have I just, if I was, if things turned differently out there, if my grandma was still around, or if my Aunt Kim was still around, or if my Aunt Kathy was still around, or my grandpa was around, would it be different? Would it be different in such a way that, things would go differently for me? And that's the one thing I have to realize is that things might have not been different. My life would have probably still went the same way that it was going anyways, to the point where I had kids at a young age in my 20s, and now my one kid's going to be 18, and I'm 41 and about to be 42. So I was 21 when I was pregnant with him, and I turned 22 when he was born. I was turning 22 when he was born. So he was born August 4th, and I was 21 when I had him. I think that's how it works. He was born in 2007. So I don't know. I'll have to do my the count on the calendar, and mine is 1983 to 2007, and it more likely come up to 21. But we'll see. But yeah, like thinking about the past, thinking about what you could change, thinking about what you could have done differently. It doesn't matter. This is the present and this is the future. And I got to start realizing that, yeah, back in my 20s, I could have went back to school and got my grade 12. Back in my 20s, I could have went to college and did all this stuff. I could have traveled the world instead of having kids. I could have done so much things. And I'm watching all this stuff that is being destroyed due to wildfires, due to floods and everything like that. And I'm like thinking to myself, I should have gone to those places before any of this happened. But it's too, you could just, like, it's too late. Like, you can't say that you want to go to these places and not go. But, it's kind of hard thinking that way with me. Like, it's really hard because I never had the opportunity, like I said in the past, to leave the province. I've left the province once where I'm living. I'm allowed to leave the province, but I've never left the country. I've went to St. Joe in Quebec, but I've never been to other countries. And I would love to travel, guys. I would love to go places. I would love to go to Europe and see Ireland and see Paris and see France and see England and all that. I would love to go to those places. But with how much it costs and the new rules that are coming down, the new regulations that are coming down, with the fact that the countries are all going through something, I just don't know right now if it's a good idea to travel. I know with the States, what's going on in the States, I will not travel down there because it's just too hard on me to see those people on what they're going through, and I just don't want to see it, so I'm not going to go. But that's the thing, like, you can't look back on what you've done. You got to move on and move forward, and you got to move to the point where you can find peace and find peace on what you've done and where you're from. I've accepted on my past, like let's talk about when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s. I got into the bar scene. And I mean, I got into the bar scene. I went to the bars. I drank. I partied. I did all of that. I met one of my boyfriends in the bar, and we broke up before I met Liam's dad, before Derek came back in my life, my previous ex, before Chris. And he went really crazy and did a high-speed chase out in front of my house on Dufferin Street. And that was when I first got together with Chris, but that was my ex, Derek. So, but no, like, just looking back on the things I did, could have I done things differently? Could have I, gone about things differently? Could I've, gone somewhere else? And sometimes I wish that I did. Sometimes I wish I moved out of Stratford sooner than later. Sometimes I wish that I moved out of Stratford when I was like maybe 21 and then moved to or 20 and moved up here to Ottawa, because rent was cheap back in the day. I would have been able to get a place to live. I would have been able to be happy. I probably would have had kids here and not in Stratford. None of that stuff would have went down, but it did, and I have to live with it. Things, you only live once, and you got to accept what has happened in the past. And that is the thing. I'm trying to start to do that. I'm trying to move on from the past. I'm trying to not bring up the past so much, because that's who I am. There's some things I just can't let go of, things that have happened. Like, if this is a trigger for you, like my son's father, he knew this woman, and she went crazy. Like, I mean crazy. Like, I don't usually talk about it because like it's difficult, but she wanted my son. She wanted to raise my son, and she wanted to raise him as his own with his dad. And she wanted to, She wanted to be his mom, and I wouldn't let that happen. I fought for him. I fought for him every single day. I didn't want him around her. I didn't want him anywhere near her, but his dad never listened to me, and always put him in that situation. And God knows what what she was capable of, and I didn't know what she was capable of at the time. I really don't. Like, I never liked her. I liked her at the beginning of his relationship, but when I found out the truth, what she did when we were working at the Toronto Star Depot, where she went to the van where my sister was sitting, and she thought it was me, and I don't know what she was I don't know what she was going to do to me, if I was there, but my sister was there, and she opened the door, and she scared the crap out of my little sister, and yeah, that was traumatizing for my little sister, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, leave me alone, like. And then charges were laid on him, and charges were laid on her, and it was like a bicker back and forth, and then we found out in 2006 that I was pregnant with Liam, and I wish, I can't go back on what the past was like. I have to move on, and I know I do, but it's just hard. It's very hard when you've gone through something like that with your ex, and he always wants to get back together, and it's like, I don't want to get back together. I want to, just not be with him, and it's like mind games constantly. He'll tell me he loves me, he'll kiss me and everything, and I'll be like going, nothing can happen between us. We're not together. I'm not, I've already told him I'm not interested or any of that stuff, and it takes a toll on me, and it's like going, do I feel bad because I'm turning him down? And if I turn him down, will he be upset? And he was upset when he was here the last time. And it was like, I'm not going to do anything with you. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm sorry, but no, I don't want to. And I really didn't. So he went home, and I haven't heard from him. I tried to call him the one day. He won't talk to me, so what's the big deal, right? But yeah, like, my opinion is he needs to grow up. He needs to really grow up and realize that he needs to move on with his life and stop going. He's moving backwards. He's really moving backwards, and he needs to go forward. And that's the thing, he does. And I know he will, and I know that he'll move on. But I can never get back together with him because I can't trust him. And that is the big thing with me. I can't trust I have an issue with trust. I've had friends where they have stabbed me in the back. I've been screwed over in relationships. I've had guys leave me for other women, and everything like that. Like, I had someone living with me back in 2016, or was it 2015? I had someone living with me, and he told me he liked me, he loved, he wanted to be with me, and then he came to live with me for a bit when I was working at CRP, and he left me for another woman, a woman that I went to school with. And I was like going, but you know what? He did me a favor, and I didn't think about that at the time. He did me a favor by leaving me because it taught me something, and it taught me that men aren't worth it, and men aren't. But at the same time, it taught me that never to allow a man, well, my ex taught me this too, is never to allow a man to control you or tell you what you can and cannot do, and don't ever let somebody tell you that you're not worth it, because you are worth it. It doesn't matter if you're male or female or whatever. You don't tell somebody that. And I think that the way that the guy from back in 2016 made me feel was, he made me feel so bad about myself, made me feel crazy, loopy in the head, where I would go psycho, which I didn't. He made me feel so bad about myself to the point where I needed answers from him. So I bugged him, and I just needed answers. And I'm like, I haven't bugged him since. I don't want nothing to do with him. The last time I saw him was in the mall, and I told him I don't live in Stratford anymore, and I told him that, and then I saw that he was married to the girl, and I turned my back around and I walked out of the mall in Stratford, and I just said, I'm not dealing with this. Goodbye. You're out of my life. I said one thing to you. I'm better now. I'm happy. And it made me realize, sorry guys, my camera, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go and take the video off my memory stick so I can finish this thing. So I think I was talking about my ex, the one ex from 2016. What I learned from that is never take a man's word. Never take his word. If he tells you that he wants to be with you, that he wants to do all this stuff, don't. Because I remember when he was living with me, we made all these plans. And I mean, we made all these plans. And he, sorry about that. we made all these plans, and he went back on them, and he cheated on me, and he didn't want my daughter seeing her father. So it was like, he has rights to her, he has to see her. And those type of guys, they really piss me off because of that, and they need to stop, because every guy deserves to see their kid. But at the same time, it's like, okay. And then that's when I found out that he was sleeping around, and that he was sleeping with these girls in my hometown, and that he got together with this one girl, and he's now married to her, and he can go be with her, and he's left me alone. I'm leaving him alone, and that's all to it, and I'm over it. But I've learned a lot from that part of that. That was the first time, actually that was the second time I've ever been taken for advantage and used like that. It's the second time I allowed a man to do that. The first time was when I was 17, and I got involved with this one guy who was older than me, and I slept with him. And I regret it every single day, because he took advantage of me. I was innocent. I was, very innocent because of that. And I went crazy on him. He made me feel like, you know how guys sometimes make you feel like that you're all there, that he wants to be with you. He plays mind games. You know what I mean? Like, there's guys out there that will tell you, oh, you're beautiful, I want to be with you, I want to, all this stuff, and I want to have a family with you. And then they go behind your back, and then they cheat on you, and then they think that, and they go, why are you going crazy? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Well, maybe you should really think about what you're doing to other people and what you're doing to me. And at the time, I was stupid and young and dumb, and I wasn't thinking. And I liked him, and I just wanted to be with him, and I should have rethought the box, because he was an older man, and he took advantage. And I should have thought at the time that, well, he took advantage of me, and I should let my mom deal with him. And I should have, but I didn't. But I regret that, but I can't regret it. But I've learned a lot from it. And it's like, don't ever allow somebody to tell you that you're great and beautiful and that they want to be with you. The reason I have trust issues with men, and the reason I have trust issues with friends, is because of the fact that I have been stabbed in the back. I have been hurt so many times. I have been thrown away like I'm a piece of trash. I am nice to these guys. I do everything for my friends. Like, when I had friends, I would hang out with them. I would look after the kids. I would buy them stuff, and I got taken advantage of. And now I guard myself. I don't let myself go. And ever since with the one guy from 2020 who I was with together, the one I talk about all the time, like, I didn't even trust him because he was cheating on me, but at the same time, he was being mentally, emotional, abusive towards me, because I wasn't doing what he wanted me to do, and he didn't, and I wouldn't cave to him, and I wouldn't allow him to tell me what to do. And when he would write on my YouTube channel, I'd be like going, it did bug me at first, but I was like going, I don't know why it did, but it did, and I should have just let it go. And that is that's what's so traumatizing about all my relationships, is that I have been used, taken advantage of, thrown away like I'm nothing, and I wish that I can find a good guy who wants to be with me, who enjoys my presence, who wants to come home to me every night, and who says, hey, honey, I'm home. That's what I want. I want a guy who's going to be romantic, take me on dates, take me out, and not be ashamed of me, or be ashamed of the way I look or the way I am. Like, when you tell a guy that you're on ODSP, or anybody that you're on ODSP, they look at you like going, oh, you're on a government income, you don't have an actual job, so that means you can't work, you're not worth being with. So many things are going through your mind. Oh, what is it? Am I too fat? Or I'm not good looking enough for you? Or do you want, you know what I mean? Like, that's the way I felt when it came to relationships, getting into relationships. And that's the way I feel when I go and I talk to men online. It's like, they're more interested in having one night stands than they are in a relationship. And that's just traumatizing for women, but women do the same thing. So we're not perfect. You know what I mean? So when it comes to down to all of it, I watch who I bring around. I watch who I talk to, and if I don't like the person or trust the person, I will not message them. I have gone to the point where I have, and I want to apologize to anybody who I have done this to, I have ghosted them, because I've gotten busy, or I'm in that mood where I'm depressed and I just don't want to talk to anybody on dating apps. It's just me, and That's all to it. But he'll be fine. So yeah, like, I've learned a lot from my relationships in the past, and I've learned on what I don't want and what I do want. And I could tell you one thing. I could tell you everything I want in a man. A man that is good to my kids, good to me, who loves animals, who loves to go on hikes, who would love to go for car rides, like go traveling to my mom's, and wants to be together and wants to enjoy each other's presence. And that is what I want in a man. But where is he? Maybe one of these days I will find him and I will get together with him and we'll be together forever. But until then, I'm single as ever and I'm okay with it. You know what? You don't need a man to satisfy yourself, and you don't need a woman to satisfy yourself. You could do it yourself, or if you need a man, that's fine. But I think I'm going about it the wrong way. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is that I was going to buy something off a marketplace, okay? And I had a seller who was very drunk, who started texting me and talking dirty with me, sexual dirty. I had to report him. So this is my say to you guys. Keep an eye. When you realize that someone is being perverted, or you feel unsafe talking to them, or you feel unsafe going to get the product, do not do it. Take take the feeling that you're having in your gut and make sure you keep that, because that person could be trying to lure you there. I was supposed to buy a Ninja creamer off him to make ice cream here at home, and I didn't because he was pervertically talking to me, and I never heard from him back, but I reported him and blocked him on my messenger. So be careful with that, because I learned a lot from that. But yeah, like, I want a man in my life that's going to love me, and if it takes me until I'm 50 to find that man, that's fine. If it takes me until I'm 60, that's fine. But at least I'm enjoying myself, and I'll be happy. And as my kids are happy, that's all that matters to me too. But yeah, like, a lot of traumatizing things. So the other thing is that I oh man, like, a lot to talk about, but I want to foster, but I was bit by my neighbor's dog. She came up, jumped on me, and dodged at my one. I'm not going to tell you. And I was bruised there for a bit. And I know she didn't mean to do that to me. I know that she really didn't. She was hyper and everything, but I'm happy she did it to me and not to one of my kids. But yeah, that was very traumatizing, and I don't know if I want to foster a dog. Yeah, I'm really thinking about it because of that. I've been bit by a dog once. Really, she didn't drew blood. She didn't do any of that. She didn't mean to do it. And I know she didn't. It's just that kids, and everything like that. So yeah, like, everything's fine there. I am still underneath 240, which is good. Yay. Got 2 thumbs up for that. I've been watching a lot of Big Bang Theory. I've been watching a lot of, I've been just thinking about what kind of videos to do and what things I can do to talk. I really do want to do a series of on my fitness channel. I want to start promoting that, and I'm going to do that once I start posting. I'm getting these recipes from Instagram to be able to eat more healthy. There's things that I'm picking up. I'm starting to change. I'm trying to change the way I'm eating. I'm trying to change certain things, but it's hard. It comes with time. The one day I made protein pancakes and cooked them and put them in the oven in the fridge because they were in containers. They were like a big, huge, like, cake type of thing with vanilla. No, was it lemon yogurt, Greek yogurt on it. It was really good. It was really good. I like it. I'm gonna make it again. But yeah, so I want to do that, and I don't know if I want to have any guests yet on my podcast channel. I really don't. I get the emails once in a blue moon, but I don't get them all the time. I think that, if I was to actually... Sorry, I'm yawning. if I was to actually have anybody on, I wouldn't be able to pay them because I don't make any money yet. So yeah, so that's why I just do my podcast at home like this, or I would be renting a building with a podcast thing in it to have them on the struggles with life. So yeah, like the other thing is that since I've moved here, I've woken up screaming maybe twice, or I've had night terrors twice since I've been living here, and I haven't had any since. And then when I went home to my mom's for the weekend for 4 days, I did not have any nightmares there because I slept in my sister's room, but I came back with a sore back. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because when I was in my hometown, I just was so stressed out, and here I'm not stressed out. I'm more relaxed here. I'm more comfortable here. And that is the thing, you know what I mean? Like, if you're comfortable somewhere and you're comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, I was comfortable there. I was really comfortable, and I think that is the one thing that, you know, a lot of people need to understand is when you're comfortable somewhere, just stay there. So, or not stay there. Get a fresh start like I did. I wanted a fresh start, and I got my fresh start. I'm here. I'm doing my podcast more often now. I'm, you know, and everything, and it's pretty much typical, you know. But I need to grow. I need to be able to move on from a lot of things that have happened, and you know, my son doesn't like me bringing up the past, and I need to move on from the past, and I know I do, and I need to be able to move on from it to the point where I don't mention it all the time, that I don't, and that, right? You know what I mean? Like, if I was to mention it all the time, right, I would be more likely ending up in a hospital because of my craziness, because I would go loopy. But I know I need to move on from what has happened in the past. I need to be able to move on. I need to be able to live my life. I need to be able to, you know, I need to be able to do things. So that is why I am reading Sophie Gruntrudel's book, Closer Together, to be able to learn. I'm reading some other mental health books and everything like that, but I am reading this. And I am highlighting some stuff that's very important that I want to talk about on my podcast. I have not met her yet. I live in the same town as her, and I haven't met her yet. But I really don't care if I don't ever meet her, to tell you the truth. So yeah, like, I'm going to be reading that book, and then I'll be making, like, I think I'm going to be doing a reading vlog for it. And I think I'm doing a reading vlog after this. After I post this, I'm going to do a reading vlog for Sunday's video for my book channel. Because I got to get these books done, because one of them belongs to my sister. The other thing is I want to do is just try to do the to-do lists. I want to I want to do to-do lists. So when I get up in the morning, I have things I got to do, like 1, clean the kitchen, 2, do the dishes, 3, do the laundry, 4, go for a walk. You know, I want to be able to keep myself busy during the day, but at the same time, I need to find that job to be able to support my kids. But at the same time, I need people to give me a chance in the office and train me, and I know I can do it. I can concentrate on it, and I just need someone to take a chance on me. And sorry, I'm yawning. I'm going to bed after this. But I think that, you know, the one thing that is the major thing about the whole thing of trying to look for a job, it's hard. It's very hard. You're applying and you're applying. I've applied to 6 places already so far since I've been done school. And I have majorly been trying to get a job in the legal firm. But right now, nobody wants to give me a chance. Like, this one big time firm that's here in Ontario, I don't know the name of it, but it seems like a good firm. And I'm trying to get in there as I apply all the time when they have jobs available for legal assistance. And I guess that, you know, they never pick my resume, so, because they still had the other job that was on the other thing. So yeah, like, I can't get past this thing to get an interview, which is not right and which is wrong on so many levels, but I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, like, I'm trying to find a job, a good paying job, to be able to support my family and to be able to budget. And I have plans of saving up all this money. I plan to save up money for my kids so they will be more protected. I am trying to save money up for, so much things that has to do with being able to travel, get new furniture, being able to buy a house, things like that before I'm 50. I want to do all this stuff before I'm 50 because if I can, then the kids will be settled and the kids will be, they'll have something they can fall back on if anything was to ever happen to me. They'll have the money to be able to support themselves. Like I'm knocking on wood here. Nothing's going to happen to me within the next 3 to 4 years. But yeah, like just trying to be able to, move on from all that stuff. Like I was saying, and being able to get my life together. I might do a video of getting my life together, and I want to do a reset video on Sundays and that for my main channel. So that's what I might do. I'm working on doing a cleaning video, but every time I put, oh man, what is it? This mic thing on my phone. Sorry about that. This mic thing on my camera up there, and it took my volume away. So there's some things missing off that video, so I have to fix it. Might have to do an over talking, which is fine, like I'm doing right now with the mic. So, but yeah, like I really want to get back into doing YouTube. I do want to do that. Kind of lost subscribers. It's going up fast. I can't believe it. If I knew this 6 months ago, I would have been advertising my channel, but I didn't know how it works. So now I do. So yeah, I'm advertising my channel, yay! And I'm paying in and everything like that. That's just me hitting my thigh. But yeah, like I think that the one thing that people need to take away this episode is that I am trying. I've now put up 3 podcasts in each week. In 3 Fridays, I have put up 3 podcasts. And I have, I'm really proud of myself that I have done that. And I am keeping on toe with that. And I know now in my head, I have to do my podcasts on Thursday, get them published by Friday and everything. But the other thing is I need to learn how to make a trailer. So when people go on my podcast, they can see, well, this is what she's going to talk about. This is what she's going to talk about. So that's the one thing I want to work on today is that. And being able to, take little clips from the video and put it at the beginning of the video, which I'm going to. I've done it before. I know how to do it. It's just, yeah. So we'll have to see what happens. But hopefully they like it. Hopefully if they don't, that's fine. But I do edit my sister's videos, which I haven't edited a video in a while. But told her to get me a video fast so that she can put more videos up and everything like that, and being able to do all that stuff. So yeah, like I need her to do that so that she needs to keep posting until she can get monetized, and then we can slow down on this posting of all this time. But I will never stop doing my podcast because I love doing it, and I love talking about things that are going on with my life, and being able to confide in you is amazing. And I feel good confiding in you guys because it's like it's confiding in somebody I could trust. And and if you take from this episode that I'm doing, it's like, okay, well, she's trusting us, she's confiding in us and everything like that. That's good. When you have somebody, this is what I want. This is what I want to say. If you know somebody who's having a bad time, if you know somebody who's not doing so well, if you know somebody who is automatically not doing well at all, period, and I mean period, and is going through something very badly, and is going through something that that it affects them. Like, we know that mental health affects everybody in so many different ways, and we know that so many people are different. We know that there's people out there that are hiding it. We know there's people out there that are schizophrenic, are have severe mental health issues and everything like that. And if they're medicated, and I think the one thing is that we need to be there for them. We need to tell them that everything's going to be okay. We're here for you, but I know for a fact, like I was talking on the last episode, that, sometimes you do have to walk away from that one person that you care about so much, because you need them to realize that they need to get the help they need, or they're not going to get anywhere in life. And if they keep it up, that they're going to be by themselves, and they're going to be alone. And I've realized, being alone without your family, being alone without the people you care about, it's not right. It sucks because you feel so lonely to the point to where you're capable of doing something. You're capable of hurting yourself or capable of, but yeah, like call your friend up, knock on your neighbor's door, say, hey, how are you doing? Let's get out there and meet people, because if we can do that, we can change the way the world is, and we can change the way that people think, and maybe we can fix the situation that we're having with mental health issues and with people with mental health or severe mental health. And maybe we can talk to them, be friends with them. Don't be friends with somebody because they look different than you. Don't be friends with them because you feel like they're weird or they're not, they don't have it all up there in the head. Maybe they're looking for somebody to talk to and someone to confide in. And that's the thing, right? You get all these people who are judging people for who they are, but not really, how I explain it, is not really taking into consideration that person could be having a bad day. Like I was talking to my daughter about this today. There's a lot of people who are outing each other on social media right now, and it's ridiculous. And it's like everybody's canceling each other, and it's like going, oh my goodness, what the heck's happening? Why is this happening? Why is people fighting? And I think that the one thing that we need to take from all of this and learn from it is that we need to stay out of that stuff and let them fight it and let them duke it out. And I think a lot of people just needs to let them fight it. It doesn't matter who you are, just fight it and let it go. And I hope that to God that I don't get caught up in that stuff, because I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick to myself and do my YouTube videos and do what I need to do to be able to survive and be able to survive. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, like I think it's more difficult to try to survive in the world these days with anything. It's so expensive to live. Like I have on my budget $800 for groceries because of my kids growing, and my daughter's growing, my son's growing, and it's like going, are you kidding me? Like I need this to stop. My head's going in circles because of the fact that they eat a lot and I have to replace everything every single day. But if I keep ranting on like this, I am going to make this video longer than it really is. And I shouldn't, because the podcast is like 52 minutes and the video says it's 56 minutes. So I am going to go to 60 minutes, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what I should do. I think I'm going to turn off my I'm going to turn off my phone so that I don't get distracted, and I'm done here, okay? Bye guys for this phone. Okay. Now that the phone's gone. So, anyhow, I think the one thing that I'm going to take from doing this episode, just rambling on about everything and anything, is that it's good to ramble on. It's good to find people. It's good to talk to people, and it's good to have friends who care about you. And it's good to have people that want to be there for you, want to be your friend, wants to be your, there and everything, and go for it. Don't be scared to, you know what I mean? Like, don't be, and just be alive, feel alive, and be who you want to be. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because, one of these days, they're going to be in a bad spot where they're going to need their friends or they're going to need their family, and nobody's going to want to help them because of the headaches, because of the bullcrap that they started. And all you're going to do is sit back and say, okay, well, you know what? You did this, not me, and that is all to it. You need to think about your actions before we considering forgiving you. And that is the one thing, is I hold grudges sometimes when it comes to people, and I just sometimes can't forgive them for what they've done. I can't forgive certain people of what they've done to my family and I and my friends. Like, I can't forgive some of my friends. Yeah. I can't forgive my father because there's just too much trauma there. And that. But anyhow, I am going to leave this at 55 minutes. And I'm going to let you guys go. And then on next Friday, I will definitely do my research on a lot of stuff. And I might be doing a podcast on closing together some of the stuff that I've learned from it and to talk to and everything like that. But yeah, like, I think I'm going to end this once it hits 55, and then I don't know. Tell me what you guys want me to talk about in the next episode. Like, message me, or you can message me on my Instagram, or you can message me on YouTube, leave a comment down below on the video and tell me what else you want me to talk about. Like, come on here. Like, I really want to know, but it can't be anything like serious. So, whatever. Okay, bye guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification button.